So we're here with Ed and Al from Fullmetal Alchemist. So tell me a little bit about these outfits. You made them yourselves, correct?
That's correct. For me, it was the combined efforts of some styling on my part and friends who can help me sew. For him, he made all this armor all by himself from hand. Yeah.
Oh, now what did you use? What is the material?
So the armor itself is made out of a 1/2-inch EVA foam, which is a foam that's just pliable under heat, and then coated with this spray-on rubber resin just to kind of keep it from ripping apart, and super glue. But yeah, it was just a lot of like pattern making, and then eventually transferring it onto the foam, cutting it out, putting it together, make sure it fit, all that good stuff.
Awesome. Now, is it uncomfortable? Because I've noticed that you kind of have to do a gorilla arm to...
The gorilla arms is mostly just because of the proportions of the character. He has this big barrel chest, so it kind of has to, it's a little wider than my chest. So like I actually have like pretty decent mobility. It just, I can't put my arms at my sides is the only issue. And honestly, it's surprisingly light, and I'm not even like sweating that bad.
Cool. No, that's really, it's especially in this kind of like heat where there's sun coming down on us. Yeah. Now, have you dropped anything and had to have one of those T-Rex moments, or?
Yeah, that definitely happens. Sometimes they'll just be like, oh my God, there's a scratch on my nose. Oh no! Yeah.
It's good to get a couple's cosplay.
Yep.
Exactly. We always keep saying that she's my
We've
squire.
been joking that I'm his squire, because not only do I have to put him into all the pieces of the armor, but I have to tend to him all day and fix it and scratch the itches and all that.
Wonderful. So, I have to ask, obviously, the first series was fantastic, and Brotherhood came out, and that was also good. But would you say that, I don't know, after Brotherhood, it sort of proved that the first series was sold a little short?
I would 100% agree with that.
Yeah.
I started off on regular Fullmetal Alchemist, and I watched it, and then Brotherhood came out, and I watched that, and I was just like, why couldn't I have just had that the whole time? I mean, it's great and all, but all the characters that I loved were just more fully fleshed out and richer and more interesting in Brotherhood.
For me, it's just, it's kind of nice when you love something so much, you love a franchise and the characters and the world so much that you get to experience it twice. So I have no complaints, because I watched Fullmetal Alchemist the first time and I was absolutely in love. And then I got to watch Brotherhood and I got to live it all over again in a completely different way. And so I have no complaints about getting to do that at all. I do like Brotherhood more, but I have no problems with the fact that I had to do it twice.
Yeah, it's not a bad thing.
Yeah.
No, okay, fantastic. And now, if I were to call you Short Ed, would I be wrong in saying that the second series proved that the first series said that you came up short? Like a shrimpy little...
Listen,
I'd say them's fighting words.
That's true. No, that's true. And that's pretty bad. I'm sorry. I should not have misspoke. But while we're talking, do you have any, it could only happen in New York. Now, you're New York residents, right?
We are, yeah.
Cool. Now, do you have any of those stories like it could only happen in New York?
Well, at least in regards to Comic-Con, it's always fun when you get on the subway and then a Ghostbuster and the Doctor and, a couple Homestuck trolls all get on the subway at the same time and no one seems to care. I think it's pretty much the only place where you can say that no one even bats an eye. Just keep reading your iPad.
I think actually on Thursday, we weren't in this cosplay. I was in an outfit where I was wearing a pink wig, and it was his birthday, so we were having a party for him. I had to go to Whole Foods to pick up the birthday cake by myself, and I was in the bright pink wig. His birthday cake happened to say omerito in Japanese on the cake. I walked up to the bakery and they just presented. They knew right away, the girl with the pink wig is picking up the omerito cake.
We actually had a fun moment. We're Ren Fair enthusiasts and the like as well, and there was a moment where the sheath for my sword had ripped, and it was handmade leather, and so I'm like, man, where am I going to get this fixed? And so she took it into a cobbler, a shoe repair guy, just to have it repaired, and we thought it was going to be weird, and he was just like, no, all right, and he just did it without even a second
sword
thought.
Sheath? Yeah, I got
sword
that.
sheath, whatever. I do those all the time. It's fine.
It's like people break their sword sheaths all the time. Yeah.
Totally.